Hey guys, thanks for coming back to my channel and watching my videos. Today is 2nd February and it's 5:45 a.m. in the morning. Um, I've been thinking that I will start making videos on Excel tutorial and sharing my knowledge. Okay, I'm not a very high, not an high, I would say. I have limited knowledge, but what I know, I will try to share with people if it can help others. So today I'm going to make a video on Excel. It's on Excel. Okay, it's on lookup, different kinds of lookup. Okay, so if I talk about the different kinds of lookup, the first thing that comes into our mind is which helps us a lot in our day-to-day activity at our office, at our workplace. VLOOKUP is the well known and is very popular. VLOOKUP. Similarly, it is we have HLOOKUP. So these are the two lookups which are very much familiar. We are always, these two names you will always come across at your office. So these are two things. So VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup, HLOOKUP stands for horizontal lookup. Okay, so what I'll do is I will quickly switch back to my computer screen and I will start recording the video from there. Okay, so see you guys on. So okay, before I jump into there, if I have to talk about the different kinds of lookup, there are total 5 ways basic lookups work. One is a VLOOKUP. First one is lookup without any horizontal, vertical. So it has got a which is very less used and it's not used widely. So the lookup, then VLOOKUP, then HLOOKUP, then index and match, and then offset, data and offset. Okay, so these are the types of lookup that we do in our day-to-day activity. So the basic functions of the lookups are the lookup, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP. If you are going to, if you want advanced kind of lookup, then you have to use an index and match. And if you further want, so index and match and or data and offset almost works in a similar way, but index and match is little bit easier to understand, and data and offset is also the similar way it works. I will show you. So today in this video I will demonstrate on the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP how they work and what you have to do. Okay, so quickly switching back to my so let's switch back to my computer screen where I already have everything set up, and I will start showing you these two kind of lookup. Okay, so just stay tuned and we'll come back soon. Thank you. I already have one an Excel file open with me. In this particular Excel file I have one employee database which I have created. It's a dummy employee database, and so there are two sheets for VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. So in the VLOOKUP sheet we'll be doing the VLOOKUP, and the HLOOKUP sheet will be doing the HLOOKUP. So what is VLOOKUP? So VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup. HLOOKUP stands for horizontal lookup. Okay, so what VLOOKUP does is it looks up from left to right, and horizontal lookup it does the lookup from top to bottom. This is the basic difference between. So VLOOKUP will be doing the lookup like this. It will take the value from here, it will go to the employee database, and it will look for this employee database, and it will look towards the right of that data, not to the left. Okay, and the HLOOKUP, what it will do is it will check for the ID. Okay, and then it will come to the database, and then it will do from top to bottom. This is how it will come. Okay, so VLOOKUP will come from left to right and HLOOKUP will come from top to bottom. Understood? Okay, cool. So the VLOOKUP. So for VLOOKUP, there are four elements. Even for VLOOKUP and for HLOOKUP, the elements are same. Okay, it's just how the their characteristics, their work, there is different. So for VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP, first of all, what you need is the lookup value. Okay, then a table, so we call it table array. Okay, why a table array? So this is in a computer language, this is an array table. Okay, which it has got so many data, so many observation, so many variables. So if this is one variable, this is one variable, so for this variable there are multiple variables. Okay, so that is called the observation. So it is called a table array. Okay, then once you have the table array, then you need to put from which column you want the reference. So when you are doing when you will be doing the lookup, say suppose you want to do this lookup from this table, so it will find out the value from this ID. It will find out, once it finds a match, okay, then it will keep going. It will go till the column reference. In that particular, when you will see the complete reference, okay, it will match the lookup value. Okay, the lookup value that you were selecting at the first. Now say suppose it find the lookup value here, and then it will go to the column you have given. You will be given the column reference, which is 3 or 4 or 5, whatever it is. So it will go to that particular column. It will start from where you are starting your lookup. Your table array is starting. The first column of your table would be the column 1. Not only the table, I would say the first column of your selection of your table array would be column 1. Then from there, how many rows it will go? It will go up till 3 is the column reference, and then it will find out whether you want an approximate or a exact match. So 0 stands for exact match, 1 stands for approximate. Okay, so this is the, so if I have to apply this particular logic using a VLOOKUP function, what I have to do, I want the name of these employees. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll put equals VLOOKUP. Okay, so okay, let me do it in this way, VLOOKUP, and click on this fx. Click on this fx. It will open a formula builder. So I'm using a Mac, so my the view in my laptop is a bit different, but if you are using in Windows, it will be a little bit different. It will pop up with a small window, but the idea is same. So the first thing, see the lookup value, table array, column reference, it says column index number, which is a column reference, same, and the range lookup, whether it's logical or it is approx. So the lookup value would be, for me now it's 807. I have select the reference number. So see A2. In A2 I have the lookup value. This is the value I will look up in the table employee database. I'll go to the employee database and I will select the entire table. 1 minute, it got only one, but it should be the entire table I'm selecting for my purpose. Okay, I have selected the entire table. Now I'll come to the column index. When it says the column index, okay, you'll see you want the name. So the name is in the third column in this table. From where you have selected, the name is in the third column. So what I will do is I'll just put 3, because this is the third column in our table. Okay, then the range lookup. So the range lookup stands for its approximate match, the logic. This is very important. It tells the function whether you look up approx. If there is an 807, then only it will come up with the value, or else it will come up with an error #NA. Okay, so I'll put 0. The moment I put 0, you see the result here. Can you see? It's result. So done. Okay, see the Mark Lopez will be here. Okay, similarly, if I do it, so I got the name of that employee. Now similarly, if I want the CTC, what I will put, I'll put VLOOKUP. Now I'm not opening the formula builder, I'm just selecting the value, then comma, then going to the employee database, then selecting the employee table entirely, not entirely, but CTC yearly, till yearly. And if you see, there is something called 26R multiplied by 7C. This is nothing but the reference. What is the reference? It's telling that you have selected 26 rows and 7 column. Okay, so from here till here you have selected, what you have selected, you have selected 26 rows, and if I just move it up, see that it is changing. If I move it like this, it is changing. Okay, so this is how it changed. So now it is giving me the information that it's 26R and 26 row and 7 columns I have selected as my table. Okay, now from there I will put a comma, and I want the CTC yearly details. So CTC yearly is which column? So from here it is 1 2 3, ID is 1, department is 2, name is 3, manager is 4, designation is 5, date of joining is 6, CTC is 7. So I want the information from CTC yearly, so I will put 7. Then I will put a comma, then I will tell the function that whether it should do an exact lookup or a approx lookup. So I want the exact lookup, so I'll put 0 and then enter. See, it is 4,97,000. So let's go back, 807 and see 4,97,000. In a similar way, we will pull up the net salary. VLOOKUP ID, comma, then the complete. Now I'm selecting the complete table, then comma, then what is the net monthly is this one, which is, so that is the last column of the reference. Okay, so it is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So I want the data from the 12th column from the start of my table. So where is the start? This is the start of my table. Okay, so I want 12, then comma, then 0. So it's telling me 36,114. Let's validate. It's 36,114. It will tell you the exact value. But what if this ID is not available in my list? Say it is 808. See, it's not giving me any data. It's giving me #n/a, hash NA. Okay, because this ID does not belong to this particular table, so it's not able to make any match. It's not matching with any of the, so this particular ID is not matching with any of the IDs here. Okay, but the moment it is a match, okay, sorry, it will remain 80. So moment there is a match, okay, you'll see there is the data. Okay, so this is how the VLOOKUP works. Now at the same time I wanted to give you the one more information that now this is a one row. What if you wanted to drag it down till the end? If you just drag it down like this, okay, it's still giving you the data, right? However, if you have noticed that it's the reference of this, the lookup value and the employee database table is getting changed with every time you drag it down. So from at the first it's A1 to L26, in the next one it became A2 to L27. So what happens is it's changing the table array from A1 from here to there to this. Instead of this, it's doing from here to here. So every time I drag it down, it's coming down by 2. But I don't want that. What I want is I want to lock this. I wanted to lock this particular reference as well as this. Okay, I'll tell you why. It is fine as long as you are dragging the formula from top to bottom or bottom to top. It's fine. Okay. Not to lock this particular value. But what if you are dragging this formula to left to right. See, the reference is, all the reference is changing. So CTC now, it's instead of becoming this, it becoming this one, right? And the reference also got changed. The table array, the table reference is also getting changed. So how do we fix that? It's simple. We just need to put a dollar sign in front of the column reference and the row reference we are putting. So for our value, for this purpose, to lock the lookup value to here, only to this column, what I will do is we'll put a dollar sign here. Okay, so now if you put it like this, if you drag, okay, it's still not making any change. Why? Because if you see this reference, the table reference got changed. So what we need to do, we need to make this also fixed. So how do you do that? You need to put the dollar sign everywhere in front of your column reference and the row reference. So A2, A stands for the column, 2 stands for the row. A2, A is the column, A is the column, 2 is the row. Okay, so when I'm putting the dollar sign in front of the A, I'm telling the formula that wherever you go, your this will remain same. Column A will remain same. It will not go to B. Okay, similarly for the table, what we need to do, we need to tell the formula that wherever you go, your table reference will remain from A1 to L26. So we need to put the dollar sign in front of the column as well as in front of the row reference. Okay, then enter. Then now if you drag it to the, see, everywhere it is Mark Lopez, but I want the yearly CTC. So what I have to do is I need to go back here. I need to find out which column the yearly CTC is. So yearly CTC is in the G, which is 1, ID is 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the 7th column. So sorry, this is the 7th column, right? So this is the 7th column. So what we'll do is we'll go here and we will change this reference from 3 to 7. See? Okay, similarly we need the net salary. So net salary is in the which column? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is in the 12th column. So I will change it from 3 to 12. So it will come like this. Now this is for the one row, but I also want it for all of these employees. So what I'll do, I'll just copy it. Either I will just say Control D, okay, or for Mac it's Command D. For Windows it is Control D. Okay, so or what you can do is you can simply copy this by Control C, then Control V, Control C, then Control V. Okay, you can copy and paste it for all the references. So this is how it works, right? So you get all these details. So this is how the VLOOKUP works. So you need to put the lookup value, then you need to select the table array. Remember, from your start of the table may not be your start of the table. Say suppose instead of from here you are selecting from here, so this one will become, for your formula, this one will become your first column. Okay, not, it will not be a third column. So, all right, so I hope I was clear. So if you are selecting your table from C to this particular, so what you are doing is you are selecting from C2 to F26. Okay, so this one will become your first column, then this one will become your second column, then third, then fourth. But if you're selecting from the here, so this one will become your first column and rest will follow. Okay, so one particular thing you have to remember while doing a VLOOKUP always does the lookup from left to right. So it does the lookup from left to right. It cannot do the lookup from right to left. No. Yes. So VLOOKUP can only do from left to right, and it cannot do from left to right to left. So what I mean is, say suppose your ID, this particular ID column in your employee database is in the middle of the database. Say suppose here. Okay. What will happen is, if you start looking up the value, because VLOOKUP only does it from left to right, so you can get only these values using the VLOOKUP. But if you do not have the ID here, so you won't be able to get the value from right to left. Okay, just keep it in mind. This is how the VLOOKUP is done. To do the reverse lookup, we have the another way, which is called index and match or data offset, like offset function, using an offset function. Okay, so this is for VLOOKUP. So I hope this is easy. If you have any question, you can let me know. So let's move to HLOOKUP. So similarly with HLOOKUP, what it does, as the VLOOKUP does it from left to right, as I told, HLOOKUP does it from top to bottom. So what it does is HLOOKUP. Okay, put the fx, click on the fx. So what is your lookup value? Your lookup value is ID. One moment. Okay, so this is your lookup value. So what is your lookup value? Your lookup value is your ID. Okay, then it will put like you want the table array. So what you need to do, you need to go to your employee database, and again you will select your table, complete table. Okay, now in the row index, earlier what we were giving is, we were giving the column reference, in which column, from which column you want the data. Now what you have to do is, you have to give it for which row you want the data. So say we want the row number 2 or row number 3, and also we need to put whether we want the exact match or we want a approx match, and click on done. Okay, so it says ID 1153. Go here, select, so it is row number 3. In the row number 3 it is 1153. And if you just similarly again, you have to now, because while doing the HLOOKUP, in the lookup value we locked the column, because our column was on the left side. Now what we have to do is, while doing the lookup and to drag it down, okay, say suppose we want to drag it down. Okay, you are getting an NA, because this is not the unique value. So what you have to do is, you need to lock the row. So this is A1, A stands for the column, 1 stands for the row. So now I have to lock the row here in the lookup value. So I will put a $sign here, and also I need to put the I need to lock the table array, because I don't want it to be changed with every time I drag it and do it, right? Now if I drag it, see, everywhere it is 3. Now if I change it to 4, so it will come to with the next. So this is the 4th row, column A, and 4th row. In ID column in the 4th row is 807. This is what it is coming. Similarly, if you drag it to the right, okay, see, isn't it funny? Isn't it great? See, you don't have to do anything, right? You don't have to do anything. You just have to do it in this way. So you need to change the column reference, so the lookup value will remain same. You will only change the row values here. This is how you do the HLOOKUP. And if you change it to further, if you drag it down to the further, say this one I would put it as 5, and then 6, then 7. Okay, and if I drag it to the left for all, okay, if I copy this formula for all this, okay, 807 you have already got. So 202 is this particular Steve Higgins. Just copy it, HLOOKUP, put it, paste, HLOOKUP. See, it is same as 802. So this is the basic functionality of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. Let me know if you have liked this video, or you want me to improve something, or if you want more details about it. I will put that across. So thank you very much for watching. So that is it, guys. So that was only the 2 out of 4 type of lookups that I want to share with all. So VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. So my next video would be on index and match, and I will make a separate video for index and match and offset, because those two topics are bit critical and not it's a bit critical. Once you understand these two, those two will take a little bit of more time and practice, and all of this will take some sort of practice, but I would request you to just go through it, the steps that I have shown, do it over and over, again and again for 1 or 2 days. You will be master in it, I'm sure. Okay, so that is it for now. So I hope that you will have a great day ahead. So have some coffee, and thanks for watching my video. Thank you. Bye bye.